at least this mission isn't us interrupting Mitsuhide's rebellion against Nobunaga. That's a small mercy. Instead, it's another relatively famous battle where the Date have absolutely no place in it, and that the events of this campaign should have prevented from happening in the first place. Hell, even the pre-mission text feels like a cop-out for why the Oda are still a threat despite what we've done to them for 2 missions so far.
Oda no hina wa Takeda no kiba. Aite ni totte fusoku wa nai.
Why would you consider them challenges when you've beaten both factions before and those challenges never made it especially difficult for us? Hell, the only reason Masamune bothered to point them out is because they are the center point of this mission. If we beat on the Takeda well enough, then the Oda's guns will look superior. And if we cripple the Oda guns, then the Takeda cavalry will look superior. As if it wasn't stupid enough that this battle is going to take place despite the fact that the Oda and Takeda should be more focused on the Date rather than each other. Great! Shingen is acting far too dismissive of Masamune as well, considering what's been going on around here. If the characters aren't going to react to the actions of the player, what is the point of the player doing those actions? And even more infuriating, the very lesson that Shingen taught Ieyasu, that he should have a more firm hold on the actions of his officers, is being forgot by the very teacher himself in this poorly thought out mission. Hell, the supposedly clever Shingen isn't even in any way worried that his cavalry are moving closer to the guns, despite the fact this isn't what he planned to do against them. I mean, when is the last time Shingen actually did something clever in this game at all? Well, at least the struggle animation for Kunoichi against Masamune looks reasonable. A lot easier to believe that either one could win that struggle than when Masamune struggles with Nobunaga. But then, Nobunaga's struggle animation is purposely made to help him look stronger than most of the cast, even if there aren't too many other gameplay examples of him actually showing his power. Okay, so Nobunaga isn't even gonna acknowledge that Masamune's interference has ruined his attempt to send a message with this battle. Just like the cutscene isn't going to acknowledge that there's a third faction in this fight. There is no reason we couldn't have destroyed all the Takeda officers without any aid from the Oda. Well, no reason other than the game designers wanted to show that cutscene again. A cutscene that lost a good deal of its impact since it was used this way. Stop bowing to our skills and try contributing to this fight. Even if I think this is a stupid fight, that doesn't excuse our entire army from just staying in the southern edge of the map, barely moving while the player is in the center of both enemy armies. Again, I'm sorry to say that was fairly standard in Europe. And no, Nobunaga, superior numbers are not the be-all, end-all of warfare with guns. Tactics and strategy are still quite powerful things, even if individual prowess has faded from the olden days. Not that this game is ever gonna get that message through. Again, the notifications for enemies being taken down is far slower than it should be. Still, at least it looks like a few of our officers are finally getting out of their little corners and joining the fight. Not that I'm expecting much from them, just that I like at least the illusion that we're not the only one fighting for our side. Even if this type of game has a hard time making it feel like our allies are actually contributing to our eventual victory. And now Shingen is entirely alone. Though considering how unreactive he's been, I have to wonder if we're actually dealing with Katsuyori at that camp. I mean, hell, Yukimura's campaign did a great job of showing just how screwed the Takeda clan is without Shingen. But for some reason, no other campaign in the game has managed to accomplish that sort of thing. You should have ordered a retreat the instant a third force charged into the battlefield. You don't get to act like the grieving general when you just sat there and watched as your men were picked off one by one. Well, at least the Tokugawa seem to have a good idea at the moment. Here's hoping we can finish things over here fast enough to prevent Ieyasu from ending this fight for us on a technicality. Sorry, you're on defense right now, not offense. We'll be down to support you soon enough. Definitely feel annoyed that Shingen and Yukimura weren't killed in this fight. That implies they're gonna show up again in this campaign. And good God, considering how this campaign is gone, is it really too much to ask that the actions we do in a given mission finally have some actual impact on what comes after? I feel less like I'm playing a single-player game here, and more like I'm playing a massive online role player, considering how the story has been flowing for Masamune over here. Why do I have the distinct feeling that what Nobunaga just said didn't actually mean alas? Was it the tone of voice, or the vast army about to start marching in on us? really wish I could feel pumped up with the music blaring like this, but how many times have we heard this same tune before in this game? And how many more times are we gonna have to go through this specific battle? Well, at least we arrived in time to watch that officer get killed. That has to be worth something. It's not like there was much we could have done to save him anyway. I don't think this series gives us the ability to heal allied commanders until maybe the third game, assuming I'm remembering it right. Of course, I should stop even thinking about the later games in this series in order to keep my sanity, especially since they made Tadakatsu a downright monster to deal with in the other games. Yet in this one, he's just another forgettable speed bump. And so, Masamune has finished slapping around the man he helped turn into a shogun. And this game didn't even bother mentioning that they ever knew each other at all. Ieyasu was just another random obstacle between us and Nobunaga. A man we humiliated 3 times in this campaign, apparently. Well, patience is the only reason I'm still bothering to go through this game instead of moving on. So you'd better have some more respect for it. Think we'll just go straight for Nobunaga now, unless this mission is gonna do something annoying, like not let us get the best ending, unless we beat both Shingen and Nobunaga under very specific circumstances. Look, you can stop trying to be menacing. This alternate universe isn't letting you have any actual accomplishments to call yours. Except maybe beating the Saito, Asakura, and Azai. But I don't think those accomplishments really have the oomph that beating the Takeda or the Imagawa would have. Again, I really find it odd this series never seems to do anything with Nobunaga's son. Hell, absolutely every game and anime I've seen that touches on the Sengoku period doesn't even name-drop the poor bastard. He's so absolutely unimportant that it's got to be soul-crushing. Seriously, that has got to sting quite a bit down there in the afterlife. His father is one of the most famous people in Japanese history. And he's not even a footnote. At the very least, someone, somewhere should mention that the guy was married to Shingen's daughter. And part of the reason that Oda went to war with the Takeda was because Shingen broke the treaty that formed that marriage. There's some nice storytelling potential there, but apparently this game doesn't want to bother touching on it. Another mission completed. And of course, Nobunaga wasn't killed here.
Washi no aite wa 10年早まったようだな。